The Building a Movement Labor Internship is an internship for undergraduate students with a variety of different experiences with the labor movement who are looking to engage more with the local labor movement. Students get placed with an organization. This past spring quarter, we were able to partner with Unite Here Local 8, the Massage Parlor Outreach Program with API Chaya, the Seattle COVID-19 Oral History Project. We also partnered with UW United Students Against Sweatshops. It's been a really incredible process to be able to work with so many community partners who are invested in connecting young adults and students into organizing. Youth leaders and youth activists are such a key part of the labor movement. They are currently and they will be in the future.
I care deeply about my neighborhood and my city, and the labor movement's important because we need people to care, and we need people to be doing the work, and we need people to be engaged, because if we don't, the world is not going to change for the better.
I don't see why the labor movement would not be important, especially since we're all workers, whether or not we want to be workers or not, because we have to live. We got to support one another. And is it wrong to want better rights and working conditions for people that are like us?
The way that the internship itself worked was that students would primarily work with their host organizations over the course of the week, and then we would have weekly meetings.
I learned a lot about labor, just all of these different topics that are really close to me and I don't feel like are represented by the university. I feel like they were represented here.
I learned a little bit of the diversity of ways that you can participate in the movement, and kind of the different, I guess to me, what it was practical knowledge of actual things you can do other than just think about it.
It was a really healing, caring community space. And that's something that I appreciated. It was something that students seemed to appreciate, and we really built a really strong community with one another.
I liked the idea of being able to kind of have a group of people who are all working with different organizations. I thought that aspect of it was really cool. And I'm doing this work because I'm passionate about it. You're doing this other work because you're passionate about it. How can we work? How can we support each other? And I felt like there was a lot of that with the internship.
It was just a space to discuss and debrief. And I gained a lot of insight from other folks' comments as well.
I always left feeling really refreshed and empowered and excited to do more.
We've hosted a variety of guest speakers as well.
Getting to talk to our guest speakers and kind of hear their stories of what they've done, I found it very kind of inspiring.
The content of the internship felt directly relevant to the content of my interests and to the work that I was doing outside of academia.
Students also directed their own creative projects, which they shared with everybody at the end of the quarter. A really important aspect of the BAM Labor Internship Program is it emphasizes how important it is to build up that understanding of intersectionality within the labor movement, and understanding that we are all workers.
When you're learning about the labor movement and when you're participating in the labor movement, you're not only fighting for workers, but you're also, fighting for women, for Black, Indigenous people of color, for immigrants, for all kinds of people who have been historically oppressed.
I would recommend it to other students.
I would absolutely recommend this to other students.
I would totally recommend it to other students.
Definitely recommend the internship to other students.
Definitely met cool people, so I would recommend it for that reason.
I'd recommend it to anyone, even if they're not pursuing labor, social justice as some form of life path, because I don't know, we're all part of the working class, so I feel like it's pretty important to understand just what that means. And if you don't know your rights or how much power you hold, I feel like that's how people can exploit you and take advantage of you. So I think that it was an eye-opening internship, and I think that it can kind of serve as a catalyst to wake people up and help them see how the way that we're doing things now isn't the way that it has to be.